guys are good. I'm going to Bully's event. I am extremely late. Oh, guys, I just hope I make it on time to the venue, but I'm late. This was not the time I wanted to leave home. This happened. Joshua happened. Ethan happened. My husband happened. So, oh, guys, it's just this mission. So they're dropping me off. And yeah, so I can't wait, guys. I believe it's going to be a killer event. I strongly believe it's going to be a killer event. I'll try to vlog as much as I can, where I'm allowed to, and then where I'm not allowed to, guys, I guess, you know, I'll just tell you guys all about it after the event. I am so looking forward, guys. I am really looking forward to it, and I can't wait, you guys. I really cannot wait. I think I tried. My makeup is not bad, but Miguel tried, for a mother of two who have to prepare the boys and no, I tried, guys. I tried. So yeah, guys, I'll take you guys along and show you Uthi Kunjani Langia Corner. So please come with me. Guys, there's so much noise. There's a lot happening in this house for this particular day that I'm going to this event. So, and I'm burning incense. So when you see smoke, I need this. I need to calm down, so it helps with that. The spiritual incense though, but anyways, topic for another day. Guys, I will see you at the venue. We are going to Blueberry Hill Hotel in Roodepoort. So I'll take you guys there. Hi, how are you? I came to the intimacy event.
On the first floor.
First floor. All right, thank you. So it's just here. All right, thanks.
She's joining us in the second part, but we need to start. So we're going to get started. We're not going to wait anymore. Welcome to the Intimacy Reset. I'm Uli, your host, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being with our dear friends who are also married. You know, you realize that when you grow up, especially at church or in the Christian community, we're not as learned, if I can put it that way. We're not as learned, we end up finding ourselves that we're inexperienced, we don't know what we're doing. And I think that then poses a problem, because what happens is that we are in an institution where one of its pillars is intimacy, but we are failing dismally at it. And it's either you're married and it's too late to get to the program, or you end up taking longer to learn what you're supposed to learn. Or then you just struggle. From the get-go, you just struggle. And I think us being here today is to learn, and that's why we have different kinds of people in the medical space, because that's important. But then we have pastors, But then we also have, a mixture of people who are going to be here to inform us. And then I'm going to ask that you allow this space to be a safe place. I know some of you are here with your partners, you might not want to say anything. If you're super shy and if you have questions along the way, then that's fine. You can, if you're tech savvy, you can quickly DM the Refine account and then just put your question, your Q&A there, and then you'll remain anonymous. But we'll all remain anonymous unless you choose to stand and ask the question. But when we have our legs stretched just before Q&A, then you'll write your question on a paper, rip it out, fold it, and then we'll just put a little tiny box so that we can answer your questions anonymously. So the reason why this matters to me is that I don't understand why, especially as Christian people, we've separated God and sex. I mean, the very thing that He has created, such a shameful and sinful thing, where it is in His Word and it is God's desire for it to be something that is satisfied, something that is worship, something that He glorifies Himself when done in the right context. So just to quickly open up and to get everybody defrosted a little bit and also know the safe space. So in Genesis 4 verse 1, if anybody has my phone, Genesis 4 verse 1, anybody who has the app on their phone can open it up. Thank you. Yes. So Genesis 4 verse 1 says, right? Yes. It says, now Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain. And I want to keep it there. Now Adam knew, thank you. Adam knew his wife. And what does that word know? That word, when you go back to Bible history, you'll understand that Genesis was written in Hebrew. So to understand something in its core, you must go back to its origin. So it was written in Hebrew. And that word knew. Part 1 is about health. But before we get into that, I just wanted to ask Pastor Ayana, just to break the ice for us, what is God's heart regarding sex?
Sure, Sanfanani.
Hello.
I hope that you're all well, and once again, thank you so much for this platform, for creating this platform. It's not easy to see such a vision and to do what God has told us to do. So thank you for that. What is God's heart regarding sex? When I got the question, I went back. Whenever I try to understand anything that God does, I always go to Genesis, because that's when we see the makeup blueprint of what it's supposed to be like. So just from the onset, before we add everything that we are about to add today, the knowledge and the experience, the core was to fulfill the fivefold mandate: subdue, replenish the earth, and fill it. That was the first thing that God had in mind. And then with our experiences, then we're about to unpack then how, who, and add all the knowledge that we need. But it's the core of it. If I go back and try to understand God's heart, replenish and fill the earth. That was the mandate given for sexual encounters. Thank you.
Have certain parts in our God. And I think just for reference, it might be a little bit up there, but
Sure. Someone,
Yeah.
you guys were beautiful, and
Thank you.
thanks really for the advice. Thank you for. This is not an easy conversation for a lot of people. Sorry, I'll get to your question. It's not an easy conversation, and one of the questions I often get is, why do you teach? Why do you talk about sex? Especially coming from being black, we often really struggle as a people to have this conversation. And I want to say these are the kind of platforms where I say talking about sexual intimacy doesn't have to be inappropriate. It doesn't have to be inappropriate from a space of what we believe. It doesn't have to be inappropriate from culturally, because there are ways that we do things as a people. But nonetheless, we still have to have these conversations. It doesn't have to be inappropriate age-wise, because I'm a Gen Z, and when I'm talking to adults, I see a spectrum of what we are comfortable and uncomfortable with, depending on which generation you come from. So I hope you will soak it in, even from a perspective of who you are as an individual. When we start looking at the anatomy, even from a biblical perspective, I am a believer. Even from a biblical perspective, when you look at the way that Adam and Eve were made and created, it's very, very different. And sometimes we just assume, we understand, so they will know. We are all very
can come and show you and minister to you and give you what God gave him to give you. Allow him. So wherever you are, allow yourself to be healed. And when you are healed, experience the healing. Have a good night in Paula. Have a good night in Paula. And I've moved from it. And now I'm experiencing what? The oil of gladness. I want to learn to smile with the oil of gladness. What the beautiful ashes. Allow yourself to heal. So we have reached the end of our session program for the day, and I just want to say thank you to our panelists for being here. I think that the fact that you were, everybody has their name on the thing. Yes. The fact that everyone was basically handpicked, the perfect people, the people who needed to be here were here, and I appreciate your time, your knowledge, everything. I appreciate you. So these are, I know this is what needs to happen. These are honorary thank yous. Some of us don't like to say Mumlomo Pela. Yes, you are just two. We don't like to say Mumlomo Pela, but actions as well, just to say thank you for your time, and thank you for even those who sacrificed to be here. I know Mama Claudine also, like I said in the beginning, she was not here yet, but she is an author. Her books are at the back. You can get them for about $2.50. You can have a browse, and the books you'll find there at the back. And then lunch is being served now, so we're gonna eat. Exit through this door. Okay, so we'll exit through this door and go and have a feast, a buffet. After this buffet, we're going to have another buffet to digest even more everything that has been said, and then we're gonna take more pictures should you need. And I appreciate you so much. I hope that we get to do this again, God willing. Thank you.
This event was a killer. I think I kind of knew that Umugela will deliver. This was the most beautiful event ever. And I even think 600 was just little, guys. For what she gave us. She gave us proper content. Like, she fed us easy, she fed us knowledge, she fed us wisdom, she fed us food. Mugel knows how to, to cater for people. She did an excellent job, and I took a lot of things from the event. I don't know if you guys saw, there was a lot of learning and unlearning that we had to do, that when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to sexuality, to sex and marriage, sometimes we are not taught these things, and let me just sit this one down. We are not taught these things, and then we get to be shocked when we get married, to be like, I didn't know these things, I didn't expect these things that I see in marriage. But what we learned today. I think such events needs to happen more often for singles, more often for couples, both female and male, you know, so that, you know, when both of you guys are educated, then the sky is not even the limit. Because oftentimes we educate the women, you know, women must do this, girl child must do this, take a girl child to work, do this, but then we neglect our male children, or rather our husbands, our fathers, our children. So I think it's so important. I'm so glad that she had included everyone into this event. She had included everyone into this event, guys. I'm actually using my hand because but anyways, she's she included everyone in this event, and I learned so much. I got to interact, I met good people. It was crazy, you guys. I am so grateful. Ubuli did an excellent work. I'm so looking forward to seeing more and more. And another thing that I saw, guys, I saw a level of support from her friends. Right, we know her friends from her socials, from, you know, when they post in it, but I saw another degree of support. And I know Grace people to be supportive, right? But this time, guys, I'm someone who looks a bit dodgy. That guy over there. So I was a bit nervous with okay, I was in that. Anyways. So yeah, I saw a level of support. Some of the people I saw there, I know them from Grace Bible Church, and I saw the way they were supporting Ubuli. I just saw a level of support that I've never seen, and oftentimes we don't even think it exists. Kubangani, kuma couples, but what I saw today, I was surprised, and I thank God that I saw what I saw. You know, I'm glad that most of them, they practice what they preach, and this friendship is just insane. So I learned a lot of things today, guys. I learned a lot of things. I learned how God created intimacy. I learned the fact that, you know, in Genesis, God, the Bible says Adam knew his wife, and what was pointed out today was that we're never told how he knew his wife. So the how then depends with us, you know, and they explained to us what sex looks like, what foreplay. They explained a lot of things, and I think they had a good panel of people. We had doctors, we had pastors, we had, you know, sex coaches. It was just balanced thing, and I learned so much. I'm so grateful to Ubuli. I'm so grateful to all the team, everyone that was there. I'm so looking forward to another event, and thank you guys so much for spending the day with me. I think I'm gonna end my vlog here. I am so grateful, you guys, and I know that our best is yet to come. So yeah, until the next one, guys, please do not forget to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share this video, and yeah, guys, until the next one. My boys are sleeping, guys. Situation right now. I think they are very tired from the day. They were doing a lot of activities with their father. So I'll make sure that at Leroy Melon, my husband needs to grab something. So yeah. So thank you guys. I'm gonna close the vlog here.